having some buffer time as usual because the stream sometimes get delayed. And welcome back everyone to part 27 of fixing my own shits and adding even more. Data integrity. Yesterday I worked a little bit because I wasn't in mood to show my face or voice, in matter of fact, to the camera. I worked behind the scene. I finished some of the stuff. I added more stuff and this one is done, I believe. So today, yes, this should be done 2 days ago, but what to do? So today we have no exception. We need to do this IVR. So this is actually not an easy issue. So let's take a look on the whole system. Once again, we started the camera without any kind of preparation, just to give you a fresh taste of how programmers deal with their ordeals. Depends on the ordeal they are dealing with. A lot of programmers dealing with more complex stuff than this, and a lot of programmers dealing with easier stuff than this. So it is very special for each. So whenever you see someone struggling with function return or symbol recursive, don't make fun of them. The more you learn, the more you deal with more difficult stuff. The more you learn, the more it becomes difficult because you have more options. And when you start your journey, even the simplest thing ever, the syntax, will be in your way. The first issue you will face in your life as a programmer is the syntax. It will be your worst enemy and best friend, because it will teach you what does it mean to be a logical programmer. So instead of having a philosophy class, let's take a look on this. And so we want to make some kind of, how to put it, an easy way to make symbol animation. An animation that doesn't need any kind of equipment set conditions. It just plays because it plays. There's no condition at all. So we don't need to force our user to have a condition. So whenever you select one, and here, you'll get the condition here. And I believe it shouldn't be in here. It should be in here, actually. Is it possible that I make an exception based on the equipment set name? Is that the best way to do it? Because I don't want to keep any equipment inside the equipment set. Or there's another way. If I make a set1, I must take the action condition. Can I add animation to it immediately? So look at that. We can use this instead. So instead of having an equipment type with equipment set, if there is none of them at all, then we can consider this a special case that it runs no matter what the condition is. So let's remove no condition. This is a little bit scary, by the way, because the data integrity, the missing data, will detect it as a missing data object. So we need to make an exception in there. And there's another issue. What if we have two objects that have no condition? So when will the no condition crowd get added? It added when you select one of these idiots, I mean. Oh, CP update? Yeah. So the first thing we need to do is to remove this guy. And the idea to add no condition was to keep a placeholder in the equipment set without the need to be worried that the equipment set is empty. So the best idea I can come up with is to add a button, which is kind of weird. And another guy or another family member playing this idiot tune. Am I the only one who's not interested? I don't know, what did I do? So we will call it no condition. I used to be a huge fan of first-person shooter games till Quake 4 came out, and I really love to play Half-Life 1, Duke Nukem 3D. The weird thing is I played Doom 1 a lot before Doom 2 came out, and I liked Doom 1 more at that time. Now it doesn't that matter. Both of them are great. Yes, still have the double shotgun, but wow, I really don't want to work, do I? So yeah, working a lot on YouTube made me more open to the camera and the microphone to say whatever in my head, and this is an issue. I need to focus on work. I started this to work. To what? To work. To what? To work. Is that A7? I believe. Yep, A7. So what will happen when I click on this? It will add a no condition in here. But to check first if there is a name, no condition or not. And actually you can add it manually if you would. I need a diamond. So. From wood to sword. Where should I add it? It's in the equipment set department. Yep, here. So let's add it here. And this guy, what will it will do? It will check apparently these guys don't joke. They immediately add the data to the temporary action condition. What's this, the temporary action condition? And this thing is decided when this guy is decided when the condition TV is selected. Okay. So condition CP, sorry, which is combo box. CP stands for combo box. I need to make in my introduction video the shortcuts I'm using to make it clearer what the hell is going on. So this is safe to be used, hopefully. But the scary part is it will save immediately. It doesn't. Yeah, there's no save button to the stuff. This save is actually means update. What was that? And Let's return back. Oops. So if this idiot doesn't contain the key, called no condition, then we add the condition. And actually we can do return in here. And of course we can do the color thing. And then we add them both in here if the non-condition phenomena doesn't exist. Phenomena. Woohoo! Why did I save it without the quotation mark? Missing the old days. Alright. So we dealt with this idiot now. Let's give it a test. Oh, wait, there's another problem. This thing must be selected too. So APCP and the condition CP must be selected too. So let's add these conditions to the kicker. No, let's add their own if. Because I don't want to turn the color of this idiot into red unless if it contained this idiot. So we fixed the bug before we fall on it. Actually, this is much swifter than I imagined. So if I click this, it doesn't do anything because this one is not selected and this one is not selected. But if I click now, it adds no condition. If I click now, it turned the wrong thing into red. Congratulations, you have been yeah. Alright, and we're done with this guy. Now we need to go and fix the missing data part. So this guy will check if the missing data has been found, but we need to make an exception. Oops. Let's take the name no condition exactly as it is before we go to the no missing part, no missing data part. So this guy checked the equipment, this guy checked the action condition, and this guy checked the equipment set. So if the equipment set is less than 0, if it checks if it is less than 0, then it check the second condition. I forgot which one that forced the checking. This one or this one. One of them does. Because I believe this one it will check no matter what. If it is true or not. But this one will check only if the first part is true. So if I believe it is in this thing live where? Where does it live? Let's return back to that idiot. It's live in animation condition, that means it's a result animation, which is this guy. So RAK key is not equal to. So let's give it a test. The test is similar like this. It goes similar like this. Let's take Walker, let's add A, and let's add B, and we try to save. And if we click OK, it should delete B because B is not complete. Now let's do another thing. Let's add to Walker, and oh, holy tomato, holy tomato. It deleted the whole action condition. It didn't delete the set. That's quite dangerous. I should be careful. Maybe I should change this behavior. You know how much headache do I have when I see issues like these? When equipment set missing some or has a missing data, it delete the whole action condition. It should delete only the result animation. And if the result animation has no equipment set. Oh yeah, this is kind of more complicated issue, because if the equipment set is missing an animation, no, that's alright. Anyway, it should delete the result animation too. Equipment set has a missing data, either no equipment or no animations results. It delete the whole condition. It should only result animation. Equipment sets, then it should delete the whole action condition. Well, once again, this is not really needed, but it will be really nice to have it, because I shouldn't save and make it make auto deletion. If I'm really careful with my data, I shouldn't use this feature at all, but this feature will warn me about these issues. So let's add no condition and try to save, and nope. Oh, let me add animation. And it's saved. Why did it saved? Because it doesn't matter. We don't need to have, actually we should not have equipments and no condition part. So the next part is, whenever I'm selecting no condition, I wanted to remove all the data from here. It shouldn't show them. So let's do that. Or it's even easier to prevent adding data if give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. So if this thing exists, we will return. But better than that, we will turn the color into red. I don't believe it, I'm almost there. I'm freaking almost there. It should turn it into red. Why didn't it turn it to red? Oh, now it turned it to red, okay. So it must be selected both of them. You cannot add only one. So it only add to, oh my god. Give me a second. Alright. So, yeah, I'll add it to the selector too, just in case. And we're done with this. We are done with this. We are really done with this. Only these two, and I will start working on the engine. Hopefully it will take me less than a year to get the first demo. So I'm expecting this task to take the whole day, because usually whenever I deal with those tasks, I see a lot of issues. And look at that. For example, the reverse are not saved yet because I wasn't double sure about the system completely, and I just like, this is not the biggest deal ever, we can deal with it later. So let's take a look on what's going on. So what we need to do is to finish those. But before we finish those, let me see who's dealing with the reverse image. Is it this one? No. This one? No. Maybe the save. So who's this guy? Equipment set list 8 up. Oh, this is the selector. Okay. Give me a second. Why this thing is not result animation? I believe I moved him. Give me a minute, a second, a half minute. You see, recursive is the only one left in here, but the one side result animation. Oh, I thought you said CP. Okay. So we need to use some kind of math crap. So this thing doesn't live in here anymore, but depends on the animation in here. Yeah, we need to make the algorithm Yeah, till today I didn't search how to set this yellow line. I believe it is the yellow line, where is the code generated when you make a code generation using the IDE. Reinitialize side position CP. So let's put it below this because we usually select the animation after we select the side, hopefully. And whenever you select one of the animations, we should know if they have all of these or not. Did I even add a recursive call to these guys? Nope. Oh, the recursive call. Shouldn't the recursive call be in here? Who's setting this? Who's setting this? So this is the result animation. Recursive A tab 7. Why is this part of the whole equipment set? I don't get it. So all these animations must be either recursive called or not. And I thought recursive call means play the animation if other animated particle are joined with this animated particle will call the same animation. So it shouldn't be. And I even separated by the, here, look at that. I didn't make it equal space with these guys. So it is something I completely forgot what it meant. I thought it was a recursive call, damn it. So I have two choices. Either to do what I believed it was supposed to do and change the code and consider that I was fooling around or I was an idiot or something, or keep it and try to figure out what did I meant with that. Because I was planning, whenever you have an animation of shooting, for example, you have an animation for shooting for the character and animation shooting for the weapon. Sometimes, not all the times. So if the weapon have an animation for the shooting, then it should recursively call in the same time, and they should have the same frames. If they don't, then I need to do some exception inside the game engine. But if the user is holding a melee weapon and he's attacking, the weapon shouldn't have an animation. That's why we need to do some kind of recursive call. So let me try to fix this. First of all, let's kill ourselves because of this idiot. I'm trying to give the same distance between all of them, so it's look like it's part of the group, and apparently these guys, it will be easier to move all of them Oh wow, it refuses to do that. Time to use math. Oh, give me a break. $45, 62. That's mean 5, 12, 17. So it seems it is 17. So this added to 17, it will be 8, 9, 6, 296. Alright, happy now? Happy now! Alright. Now this look ugly. Great. Forget it. I'm raising my hands like an idiot and saying forget it. So let's take this full and move it here. And let's add a value to it. Oh, not you, you. And you become 8, if I'm not mistaken. And same with here. But instead of reverse, we use recursive. I believe it used to be recursive play and recursive, and I changed recursive play into reverse because I was mistaking it by recursive, and instead of doing apply recursive, and it's all the way down because this was used called recursive too. So well, okay, let's continue our fiasco. Sorry about that. I showed some of the bars of code that I don't want to show by mistake, and trimming that part of the video, and I'm going to add 30 minutes of work and merge it with that video and upload it to YouTube. So let's take a look on what's going on. What's going on is this one was part of the equipment set or the whole results, and we put it as single result of animation, and we made the function and we changed how the save and load happens in the file. And now whenever we select one of these, we should update the values of these 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to use these values. Give me a second. Did I set the values in the first place? Oh yes, I decoupled the function, so I can call it with different sides. Okay. So if the result animation, if not, we add the result name with the tag. No, this is the one side result animation. So it didn't set the values in here. So let's try to do that. First of all, who's pointing to this idiot? The dictionary with the byte, alright? Which is this one, right? Yeah, this one. So this one, and we need a number. Whoops, this is a property, and we need a number, and the number is something like that. HVP. HVP. Alright. Give me a second, it's taking some time. So what we are going to do is we are going to make conditions, and these conditions are recursive or reverse HV check. So if not, or if it is checked, then we return 1, if not we return 0. So let's just make sure that this is the right one. So the first one is H, and then V. I apologize if I confuse you with all the moving like an idiot. And this one is 2, and this one is reverse play. This is 4, and this one value 8. Now we need to do it in the opposite way. Whenever we select one, is equal to, yeah, equal to what? We need to make some conditions. That if now I'm not selected, then we return. Yes, I'm working. The equipment set is a necessity too, because each equipment set resolves different animation. So with this, now we need to know the give me a second. Whenever I select the equipment set thing, let me commit this one. So this one is selected either by selecting the one side or selecting the, it should be selecting the equipment set, this one. But something is confusing. Who is deciding what's this? Oh, they reinitialize himself. So this idiot is going to do all the conditions. Just to be safer, to have a common caller that do the conditions for the result. So it should be this idiot. What did I do? What did I do? What the hell? I was trying to copy it and all of a sudden it just... So this one, have this one of the name of the selected one, which is me. That's why I need to add add a condition. When I said me, I meant this guy, the one who's invoking this code. And now we need to man, that's a long one. Give me a second. Give me a second. Is it good to have a local variable just for that idiot? Yeah. What did I miss? Oh, this is the one-side animation city. You need this guy. What now? Okay. Break. Time break. Time break. This is a one-side result animation, right? Which is decided by this idiot. Which is the animation condition? Oh no, it is the one-side result animation. Which is this guy. Which is exactly what we need, no? So this guy is saved in the dictionary and called side result animation AR. so it's already decided. Sometimes I hate myself. Are you telling me that these guys belongs to all the animations of the result? You know what does that mean? We need to change the code and make another subclass. Do you believe that? Oh, struct. But struct is immutable, and you don't want to deal with immutable. And that's been a huge change, damn it. I don't believe this. Apparently, these guys are belong to the whole collection of results of animations. In other words, let me commit this before it kills me. It belongs to all of these guys. And it should belong to each one of them. I just don't believe it. I mean, yeah, maybe I thought it was a good idea actually. Maybe I thought, yeah, because if you have one side is reflected to another side, then you reflect all the animations of that side. Maybe I thought that was a good idea, but for now, after thinking about it, maybe it's better to have their own variables, each one of them. I don't know how far can I go with this system before it just screwed up. It just tell me, dude, you are doing it too much. So we have another inner class, which is this one. One side result animation and the animation data instead of the string. Actually, the string is the name of the animation, and here is animation data. To be honest, I really don't want to do that, but I fear I have to. 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 I fear let's. Hmm. So it's a very little class. I could make it a struct, but structs are immutable and I don't want to deal with them. Period. So let's do that. That's been a lot of changes, my friend, and I will do that behind the camera, most of them. But let's create the class in the front view. And actually, yeah, and instead of having the booleans like this, we will have an integer. Maybe it won't hurt if I have 4 booleans and just use them to return. Yeah, let's just give it like this. Don't you love this? And now you might think, well, why don't you move this into this? Let me give it a try. But to be honest, I'm not confident in doing a dictionary of dictionaries. I'm not so confident about that. Even though this object is just a wrapper of dictionary of dictionaries. But let's just imagine that this one is like this. You took it normally. I never test dictionaries inside dictionaries, and I don't know what's the danger behind that. I need to search that before I do anything silly. So thank you for watching. I will do the changes behind the scene and see you in about 28.